Good morning, everyone. It's another day, and I am getting started on my main balcony, which I'll just show you. It's a little bit of a mess. I started when remembered I was supposed to be filming, so I thought I would just pop on and film. So, moving from my living room, which I showed you the other day, to my balcony. The balconies are going to be one of the biggest parts of the move. And it's fantastic to have all this growth, but it's all got to come out. So on the balcony, I have 3 pinnacle troughs, which I got from Bunnings, and I've got lots and lots of this Trader Scan here, which, as I said to you when I was showing my other balcony, grows like a weed. So it is, that can all really come out. It doesn't need to be kept. I might try and save some of it, put it in a big pot, but I know it will grow back in no time whatsoever. The other things I have on this balcony are got the archway, which is 2 arches that I got from Bunnings, just side by side. And I've actually got some twinkle lights on there, and I was growing a passion fruit vine up and over the top last year until it got mealybugs, so I ripped it all down. So I don't know what I'm going to grow over this, if I even take it with me. If I recall, the arches were $19 each, so I probably won't bother taking it with me. Just give it away to somebody who might be interested. Take the lights off the things, of course, and then I've got 2 hanging baskets, and this is very handy for hanging baskets. And then I have a great big strelitzia, which is very large. This is one of the few plants that I'm going to have the removalists move because it is very large. I also have a large form monstera here, which, if you have a look at the size, is very large. And it is in a pot, which I'm going to get the removalists to take as well. Because this one is a bit heavier and just a bit unwieldy. It suffered some damage over winter, as you can see. I will cut off the damage when I move, and once everything is in place and has been in place for a little while. But that's a gorgeous, gorgeous plant, growing nicely. And I will tell you the story of that when I show you the after of everything being moved in. I have 2 of these big armchairs, wicker armchairs, which are very heavy and bulky. And then if you move over to here, these 2 boxes here are actually kitty litter boxes that I made. And I will show you what I mean in a later video. But for now, just to let you know that there's kitty litter in there in plastic tubs, and the cat can go inside and do his business, and it's all kept outside and clean and mostly smell free, which is terrific. You can see some of the plants I have on here. That is a basket of Brantianum. I have had difficulties growing the Brantianum up a pole and getting bigger, so I just thought to myself, I'll just put all the bits into a hanging pot and have it hanging instead. That is a green heart philodendron. Up there, I've got some silver sword, and you can see that's got quite a bit of Adansonii in it. And that one has green heart philodendron, and I think a couple of others. Another one with some green heart philodendron, and that's got some archaeus, some scindapsus, and it's got actually some Adansonii as well in there. So that is another mixed pot. This is what is left of the passion fruit vine that got all mealybuggy last year. Hope it won't do the same this year, but I'm prepared to cut it all off if it does. I bought some tomato plants earlier this year before I knew I was going to have to move, and they are growing nicely. However, I would normally stake them, but I'm not going to stake them because I'll be moving soon. But you can see it's already got a cherry tomato on it, and we're only at the end of October here. So This is growing very well. Obviously loves this position. I have another one over here, which is flowering profusely. And that's terrific. That's going to give me some nice tomatoes as well. Those are yellow tomatoes, heirloom yellow tomatoes. Then I have a gloriosum here, which is, I put it out here because it was getting too big for inside and I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. So it's just living out here for the moment. That's cat grass, which is going gangbusters in the same pot. And then this is a little lavender plant that I have, which isn't doing too great. If it dies, it dies. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That is another pot, little pot of Tradescantia, which I'm trying to get to go back to its tricolor root, so it'll be variegated. I can't remember what this is, but it's growing very well. It was a tube stock plant that I got and just shoved in to the trough. It's coming out today, and we put it up into its own little pot before the move. So, and what I'm doing is I'm actually emptying the plants out of all of these troughs, and then I am emptying the soil out, and I'm putting the soil in very thick. Yeah, these are pets. These are bags from pet stock that pet food comes in. If you buy the bulk pet food, you get it delivered. But not really tough bags. So I'm putting the soil into those so I can save it, because this soil is lovely and friable. This was my orchid mix, which has broken down. And now it's terrific. And there are worms in here and everything. So it is really healthy soil, and I'm taking it with. I do not want to have to buy soil or make up new soil when I have all that beautiful soil there. So underneath here, I have a number of different pots of plants. So I have plants that live on the top of the trough, and then I have plants that live below the trough. And they're just all different plants. A lot of them are the mother plants that I take cuttings from. But they also grow quite nicely there. And I will keep that in the new place as well. In the bottom of my Strelitzia pot, I just have some underplantings which are growing nicely, and you can see the cocoa chips there that make up the potting medium that I use. If we scroll around to this shelving unit, I have pots on here of different things. I've put all of my alocasia back out. So I've got that's some green alocasia there, some elephant ear. That is a Peperonioides Kylia. No, it's not a Kylia. Anyway, I'll remember what that is. Oh, it's an Orbifolia. Orbifolia. And I've got just a green green philodendron. I've got Christmas cactus. Got my velvet splash zingonium. Down there I have a alocasia cuprea, and this is my beautiful, I'm gonna say Sarian. And it is growing. It got mealybugs last year as well. Got infected from the barber behind me. So I cut everything off, and it has grown out this beautiful, huge leaf. I thought it would grow out a small leaf, seeing as I was starting it again, but no, it's grown out a nice big leaf. I have a Hoya in the middle there. That is my cuprea. I think I said that before. I've got a little Hoya. I think it's a Hoya carnosa. Not really into Hoyas, so not too sure about that one. And then that is my black velvet alocasia, which is looking very nice. And down there I've got a little fiddly fig propagation coming along, and that is a sensation, a Stachyphyllum sensation. So I might put you up here, and you can see what I'm doing by emptying out the trays. Don't know if you find this interesting, but if you do, keep watching. I'll speed it up quickly. Let me just see if I can put that there. Yes, I can. Will it show enough? I think so. Okay. So basically, this soil is all very friable. I'm not sure if you're getting. Just going in there. Okay, it looks like one trough is going to fill one of these bags. I've only got two of these bags, so I'm going to have to get some more tough stuff to make bags with big plastic to keep the soil in when I move it. All right, I might just bring you around and show you. So that's taken me, what, 10 minutes to empty completely. And that's what it looks like. I tried not to water too much in the last little while to get it nice and light. And as you can see, it's very dry and light and friable, the soil. It's got quite a bit of roots in it, which is terrific for soil structure. Those will break down in time. What I will do when I get to the other end and start repotting these troughs is I'll put a layer of cocoa bark in the bottom just for added drainage. And then that will break down over time as well. And that will make the potting mix here that I have go even further. This is for outside, so it's got more actual potting mix in it. So whatever's in the potting mix that I bought originally to mix this with is in there. And look, as you can see, lots and lots of perlite, which makes it free draining, and the roots can go easily in between them. So I get really healthy plants, as you can see from the tree to stand here. Such a pity to have to get rid of all that, but needs must. And as you can see, I did pot up a pot of it there. And if I can, I'd like to keep as much as I can, simply because other people might like it as well. There is that, I have a feeling it might be a magnolia tree that I bought, but I'm not really sure. But as you can see, it's forming into quite a nice little tree there. So I potted that one up as well. And that will come with me to the new house and probably get a bigger pot because that one's a bit small. It's sort of it's pushing at the sides, but that will do for now until I get to the new place. And that is what I'm going to be doing for the other two troughs here, and then the three troughs I have on the other balcony. Might take it inside and just have a little chat, because it's very noisy out here because of the overexposed now. But it's very noisy because of the Mexican show. No. The massive construction site that I've been going, and there are big trucks going by all the time. It's quite noisy here now. I have been lucky to be here though, because I've had a green patch outside my apartment to look down on, which has been quite nice. And I have a few beautiful big trees there, which are terrific. They bring the birds in. The birds like to have the go at my hanging baskets there and sort of fly in and hop around on the structure. It's quite nice. I will have to take those lights off too before I move ours. doing this move slowly. I am not a videographer, guys, so I am just learning how to do this sort of stuff. I might do spin around and have a little chat